You just spent $60 on a luxurious, memory foam, orthopedic cat bed. It has self-warming fabric and a designer pattern. Yet your cat is squeezed into the small cardboard box that the bed arrived in. To humans, it looks humorous, but in feline biology, this behavior is deeply connected to survival and physiology. For a cat, an enclosed space is not just a hiding spot. It acts almost like a neurological reset point. When a cat enters a box, its body begins to relax, its heart rate slows, and stress levels decrease. What appears to be a simple preference actually reflects evolutionary instincts and biological responses that developed over millions of years. To understand this behavior, it is important to recognize the ecological position of cats. Most animals are either predators or prey, but cats occupy a unique middle category called a mesopredator. This means they hunt smaller animals such as rodents and birds while also being vulnerable to larger predators like coyotes or eagles. Because of this dual role, a cat's nervous system is constantly evaluating the environment for both threats and opportunities. In an open space, the cat's senses remain highly alert. Their ears rotate to detect subtle sounds, and their body remains prepared to react quickly. An enclosed space such as a box reduces this constant sensory pressure. Instead of monitoring the environment from every direction, the cat only needs to focus on the opening of the enclosure. When the body is surrounded by solid surfaces on several sides, the brain interprets this as protection from potential attacks. This sense of security allows the fear processing centers of the brain to relax. As a result, the animal can move from a state of hypervigilance to a calmer state of controlled awareness. Another important factor involves physical pressure on the body. When a cat squeezes into a tight space, gentle pressure is applied to its fur and skin. This sensation stimulates the nervous system in a way similar to how weighted blankets affect humans. The pressure can encourage the release of endorphins and other calming neurochemicals that help reduce anxiety and promote relaxation. In the wild, young kittens experience a similar sensation when they cluster together in a litter. This physical contact signals warmth, safety, and protection, which the brain associates with a low-stress environment. Research conducted with shelter cats has provided scientific evidence for this effect. In one study, half of the cats in a shelter environment were given boxes, while the other half were not. The cats that had access to boxes showed significantly lower levels of cortisol, the hormone associated with stress. They also adapted to their new environment more quickly than the cats without boxes. This demonstrates that the simple presence of an enclosed space can play an important role in reducing stress and supporting psychological stability. Boxes also support a cat's natural hunting strategy. Cats are ambush predators rather than endurance hunters. Instead of chasing prey over long distances, they rely on stealth, patience, and sudden bursts of speed. An enclosed area provides an ideal observation point where a cat can watch its surroundings while remaining concealed. From this protected position, the cat can track movement and prepare to pounce when the moment appears favorable. Even in a home where no real hunting occurs, the instinctive behavior remains active. When a cat peers out from a box and notices movement, such as a toy or a person's foot, it may experience a surge of dopamine, a chemical linked to motivation and reward. This neurological response reinforces the hunting behavior, encouraging the cat to remain focused and ready to react. Temperature regulation is another reason cats prefer boxes. The normal body temperature of a cat is around 38 to 39 degrees Celsius, which is slightly higher than that of humans. Because cats are relatively small animals, they lose body heat quickly. The thermoneutral zone for cats, the temperature range where their body does not need to expend energy to stay warm, is significantly warmer than the typical temperature inside most homes. Cardboard boxes help solve this problem. Corrugated cardboard contains layers that trap air, making it a surprisingly effective insulating material. When a cat curls up inside a box, its body heat warms the small enclosed space. Because the surrounding area is limited, the heat remains concentrated around the animal. This allows the cat to conserve energy and maintain a comfortable temperature without increasing metabolic effort. Another behavioral aspect involves how cats cope with environmental stress. Unlike humans or dogs, cats rely less on social strategies to resolve tension. Their primary response to uncomfortable situations is avoidance. If a cat becomes overwhelmed by noise, unfamiliar visitors, or excessive stimulation, it will often retreat to a secluded location. A box provides an ideal microenvironment for this purpose. Inside an enclosed space, visual and auditory stimuli are reduced. This allows the nervous system to calm down and recover from sensory overload. By temporarily isolating themselves, cats can restore emotional balance and prevent prolonged stress. Without access to such safe spaces, cats may develop behavioral problems such as aggression, anxiety, or inappropriate elimination. In addition, enclosed spaces also give cats a sense of ownership and territorial control. Cats are highly territorial animals that prefer to establish secure locations within their environment. A box becomes a defined personal territory where the cat feels confident and undisturbed. From this location, the cat can observe household activities while maintaining control over its immediate surroundings. Boxes may also stimulate curiosity and exploratory behavior. Cats are naturally inquisitive animals that enjoy investigating new objects. The simple shape of a box creates shadows, corners, and hidden angles that encourage investigation. This mental stimulation prevents boredom and helps maintain cognitive activity, especially for indoor cats that may not experience the variety of stimuli present in outdoor environments. Another advantage of boxes is the sense of predictability they provide. In a busy household, many events occur suddenly, such as loud sounds or rapid movement. Inside a box, the cat experiences a stable and predictable environment where external disturbances are minimized. This stability reduces uncertainty, which is an important factor in lowering stress levels in animals. Boxes can also play an important role in social dynamics between multiple cats living in the same household. When several cats share the same territory, competition for resting spaces and resources can sometimes lead to tension. Providing separate enclosed spaces allows each cat to establish a private refuge where it can retreat without interference. This reduces conflict and supports peaceful coexistence within the group. Furthermore, boxes often encourage natural resting postures that promote physical comfort. When a cat curls tightly inside a confined space, its muscles relax and its joints remain in a neutral position. This posture conserves heat and reduces physical strain on the body. Many cats instinctively adopt this curled position because it mirrors the resting posture used by wild felines when they sleep in protected locations. These different biological and psychological factors explain why cats consistently choose boxes over many other resting places. The enclosure offers protection from perceived threats, supports natural hunting instincts, conserves body heat, and provides a private area for emotional regulation. Understanding this behavior reveals that a cardboard box is far more significant to a cat than it appears. What seems like a simple object actually satisfies several essential needs related to safety, comfort, and instinct. For a cat, a box functions as a secure refuge where the body and mind can relax while remaining prepared to observe the surrounding environment.